Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be doing a 2-month update on baby girl. I know I said I'm gonna keep up with it every single month, so she just turned 2 months on November 25th, so I'm not too far behind. But anyways, at 2 months, if you're a parent who believes in immunizations, your baby go for their first set of immunization. So she went to her 2-month update on the actual 25th and she got her immunizations. And I was stressed out, y'all. Like, I was literally sweating. I think I acted more crazier than she did. Even though she cried, I feel like I was just going through. I'm just, I can't watch this. Like, oh my god, I just hate seeing babies having to get shots or go through pain. So I was just like, oh my god, it's hot in this room. I had to get out. So me and Ty, we left the room while she got her 2-month shot. And she cried, but she didn't cry as much as I expected her to. So she cried like loud, and then she stopped. Once she stopped, she didn't cry anymore. Like after that, she like slept a lot that day. But the main thing I was stressed out about is if she was going to end up getting the fever. A lot of babies, when they end up getting their shots, they end up with a fever. So I was just like so scared she was going to get a fever. But she did so good. Like I thought I was going to have to pop my boob in her mouth to get her to quit crying and everything. But nope. Like by the time she woke up that day, she was perfectly fine. She didn't get no fever. No, nothing. Like, I don't know. Jada Rose got lucky. So that's what happened. And then she's doing really good. And as far as her doctor appointment, she did get a regular checkup to see how she was doing, how her weight was going, how his breastfeeding going. But she's doing really good. She weighed 12 pounds and 2 ounces. I'm pretty sure she weighed 13 pounds by now. So she's in the 70th percentile. So that went good. And then she was asking me a question about breastfeeding. She said if the way she's eating and how long she's eating, which is only like 5 to 10 minutes on my boob, and she's still able to gain plenty of weight, my supply is like still really good, and Jada is still like a really good eater so far. During the day, I obviously feed her like while sitting up and stuff, but at nighttime we just switch back and forth, and I just pop my boob in her mouth while I'm laying down, because like I said, we do co-sleep. I did get a couple comments about the co-sleeping thing, and yeah, I do know the risk of co-sleeping, but that's just what worked for our family, and I'm gonna just pray that nothing happened. But I do my best to follow all the rules for if you are co-sleeping, because they tell parents they recommend against co-sleeping, but they do give you steps on if you co-sleep, how to co-sleep. So basically, we did get a king size. We did switch to a king size bed before she came, and Jada sleep right here, and I sleep in the middle, and my husband sleep on the other end, because right now Jada is not rolling or anything. So I'm gonna put her in the crib. I'm going to transition to her to sleeping in the crib very soon, because when she starts rolling, she can't sleep on the end anymore. So it's like a big space in the bed for her. Even with her being in bed with us, it's still enough room for one other person. That's how big like the king size width is. Bless you, mama. That's how big the king size width is. So she sleep on that end, and she just lay in her own little space. I don't swaddle her. She's just out freely. I don't put blankets all over her. It's just her blanket, and sometimes her onesie, sometimes a t-shirt, and she just lay like that. And she'll sleep for the most part like kind of on her side a little bit, but like with her face facing up or face to the side, but she like can't roll over. So I've kind of like made it very safe for her to be able to sleep. Like she don't sleep in the middle of us, in the middle of the bed ever. I'll move her to the middle of the bed when my husband leave and go to work, because it's just me and her in the bed at that point. But yeah, she's still co-sleeping. Hopefully I'll have her transition into the crib by at least no later than 4 months. I ain't gonna hold myself to that, because I don't know, I'm just obsessed with her sleeping next to me and being able to just roll over and pop my boob in her mouth without having to get up. Like that's another plus not having to formula feed, because I don't have to get up. I just roll over my boob in her mouth, or I just sit up and put my boob in her mouth. And right now, as far as her sleeping, she's still sleeping really good at nighttime. She wakes up about every 3.5 to 4 hours. Sometimes she'll go longer than that to eat, and I feed her on demand. I know some people like, oh, you need to wake them up every 2 to 3 hours to feed, but I'm not gonna force her to wake up. I do get up and check her diaper. So usually I'll wake up, check her diaper, change her diaper, and then she be ready to eat. But she only wake up like 2 times out of the whole night, maybe 3 at most. But last night, not last night, the night before last, she woke up every 2 hours on the dot to feed. And I'm like, oh my God, is this happening? Is this gonna happen every night? But no, it didn't happen the next night. So I was just like, okay, maybe it was just that night. But her sleep schedule is about to be really crazy because we're moving to Georgia, and Georgia is 3 hours ahead. And 3 hours ahead from what time she normally go to bed is 3 o'clock in the morning, which is midnight here. She usually go to bed around midnight here or 11:30 here. So that's like 3 o'clock in the morning or 2:30 in the morning, which is really, really late. So I'm like paranoid about that because it's a baby. It's not like my oldest daughter I could probably sleep train way easier. It's not the same. So I know that's going to be really hard. What else? She's still doing tummy time. I'm gonna try to insert some clips like of little stuff, little milestones and stuff. She's still doing tummy time, y'all. She's talking way more. If you ain't seen my previous video where it says cutest baby talk ever, like she's like making little noises and cooing, and even when the doctor wanted to check her out, she was just cooing and smiling at the doctor. She's been alert since day one, but she's talking way more, and she's like smiling. Not only is she smiling, she's like full out cracking up. Like the other night she was up at 1 o'clock in the morning. We're like, what are you doing, Jada Rose? And she just found it so hilarious that we were talking to her about being woke at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I definitely have to insert that also. I was supposed to insert it in the last video, but I forgot. But yeah, she was just up cracking up at us, and it was just like full blown baby laughing. I didn't even know babies be doing that at 2 months already, but okay, whatever. Maybe I just forgot or something. So yeah, she's full out cracking up. Like her goofiest moments is like early in the morning when she first wake up, and late at night when it's time for her to go to bed. That's when she's super silly, but she'll smile and laugh throughout the day. If you just watch the video, you'll be able to see like the cutest baby ever video, and I'll link it at the end of this video and probably like up here in one of the little iCards. So her eating is still good, her sleeping is still good, she still co-sleep. She's, I don't know, she's very coordinated. She's coordinated with everything. Her doctor appointment went amazing. She's doing amazing. She's growing amazing. She's showing off amazing. She's beautiful. Say, I'm beautiful. And she's still only exclusively breastfed, breast milk only. She get 1 bottle a day. Lately, we've been very consistent with giving her at least 1 bottle a day. I think I've skipped like 2 days now, but I'm trying to like get used to it because when I eventually decide to go back to work, I want her to get used to being able to switch from bottle to boob. But right now it's only 1 bottle a day, and it's given by her dad. I do not give her bottles. I just don't want to. I just think it's so pointless because if my boob was right there, why am I feeding her a bottle? So I just let her and her dad have that time to bond when she get her bottle. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Jada Rose? So as far as Jada Rose 2 months update, I think that's pretty much all I needed to talk about or wanted to talk about. She's gonna be taking her first plane ride in a couple of days, and I'm so freaking nervous. How many days is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in 8 days, she'll be taking her first plane ride. She'll be taking it on the 14th of December. And I'm so nervous about it, but I've looked up a couple tips and things to do in order to stop the baby from like ears from popping too much or from them crying and stuff. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm just nervous for it. But you know, we're gonna get there, and you don't have to worry about getting on the plane for a while, girl. So yeah, she'll be having her first plane ride very soon. She got her immunization, so she's good to go. And I think that's pretty much it. She's got to get used to being around like a lot of people. Like I took her to see some people today, and they were like, oh, hey, baby. But obviously, I personally don't let anybody don't let anybody really touch her, or I haven't let anybody else hold her outside of me and her dad. I just feel like she's way too young for people to be all holding up on her and stuff, and it's just too much going on right now with babies dying and getting sick. I just don't want to put her in that predicament. But obviously it's going to be different when we go home to our actual family over like letting strangers and stuff hold her. Like it's not happening. So yeah, she's probably going to be a little confused, like who are all these new people. But I'm glad that she's getting to meet family at 2 months instead of 1 year old or 6 years old or 1 year old or 2 year olds. And I just feel like that's too much. It's too late to be like getting her used to family, getting her to get to know family. So I'm glad she's going to get to know family at 2 months old, almost 3 months old. She'll be 3 months on Christmas Day. And Christmas Day is the day that you were made, girl. you were made on Christmas. TMI. But you were made on Christmas. Yeah, so we're looking forward to her first Christmas and everything. It's a baby, so it's not like we're gonna be like buying a lot of stuff, but it's just the fact that it's her first Christmas. Both of my kids are born late in the year, so their first Christmas is when they're like little bitty babies. Little bitty babies. So I think that's all I have to say pretty much about her 2-month update. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Say bye, Jada Rose. I'm going to insert some clips at the end for you guys to see. Say bye, Mama. Say bye. Say bye.